Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about the Pepino Clemenza comedy show, where you can see the New York's best up-and-coming comics sharing drunk stories.
Thank you. Oh my God. You're so good looking. I love it. I fucking love it. All right, everyone. What the fuck is up? Oh my God, dude. You guys know it's a huge crowd, so we got it. We got people in the back as well. I love it. All right, my name is Nico. As you guys probably know, shooting some jokes earlier. You guys are all great people, by the way. Beautiful crowd, like always. You're kind of serious in the back. You're like slowly trying to murder me, like this motherfucker. Like, he's number 6. I wanted to be number 6. No, yeah. So I'm new to New York City. I actually moved here from DC about 2.5 weeks ago. It's dope. I met a fuck ton of comedians, having a good time. This comedy scenes are very different, yet very similar. You know, everyone's trying to backstab each other, so that's always a good thing. You learn that real quick, real fast. You got to go with it. So yeah, but. In all actuality, I'm not really from DC. I'm from another place that you guys are all probably hearing a lot more about, not as much as Texas, but Charlottesville, Virginia. Woo! That's right. Home of the racists, land of the neo-Nazis. That is exactly where I'm from. And it's good, too, because I kind of look the part. So I've gotten that in New York a lot. It's like I tell them that story, and they just go like, yeah, seems about right, yeah. Just kind of looking like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I know I also try very hard because I am 26 years old, but I look like I'm 17. And I know this because every time I go to try to get some... Thank you, it's true. Every time I go to try to buy a pack of cigarettes, it's always like, gonna have ID, please, sir? And I always have to go through that landstone, and then they don't believe me because a cop actually broke my ID. So there's a chip on the back end of my ID. So they're like, it's a chip, it doesn't work. So I have to explain to them. And this story is really funny because I actually went to a bar to try to get hammered because life is hard. So, you know, it takes it out of you. So I go, and I always try to explain. He goes like, all right, looks at it. He bites it, which I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. Like, why are you biting my, what is this, like, gold? Like, oh, yes, it's the balloon. That's right. Like, no. He bites it, he breaks it off, he gives it back to me and goes like, all right, you're gonna need to go to the DMV now and get that fixed. I'm like, what the fuck, sir? Like, you just broke my ID. You can calmly and collectively go fuck yourself while I just go inside the bar. And he's like, ID, please, sir? All right. He was an Indian, not at the time. But it's cool. I love how he talked about dogs. This guy really likes them for some reason. But what I have learned is for some reason, I hate responsibility, any and all responsibility. I'm going to do this right now in the audience for all the men. It's like condoms versus no condoms. What do you guys prefer? None. There you go. None. You guys are fucking idiots. Like, I'm the only person that feels this way. It's like my 2 biggest fears, honestly, babies, STDs. That's it. And I always, every time I talk to people, like, yeah, man, condoms suck. They're the fucking worst. And then they're walking around with a fucking toddler. I'm like, yeah, but who's really winning right now? You know, because your life is over and you're 22, and I'm like still single and sad. But it's great. And I do that every time you have to wear a condom. And I also learned that there's this one other thing that women do to trap you if you're like a really good catch. So now I end up doing another thing, which a rapper does. I forget his name, but you know, you got to keep it hood when you hear something. Monkey see, monkey do. He takes his condoms with him because some of the nasty ass bitches would try to like take that and like inseminate themselves with, you know, this dude's like happens to me all the fucking time. Like, yeah, I love it, man. And it's the truth. It's the truth. So you gotta be careful. Always wear condoms. And if you're gonna raw dog it, you know, enjoy it. Just looking at you, I feel like you, with all the daddies, you're like, man, I fucking love it. Yes. And you just gotta go with it sometimes. So I just want to go ahead and also talk about the elephant in the room. Fat people, but we don't need to mention them. I like to talk about it a lot because I gave myself type 2 diabetes, which basically means that I used to be a fat fuck piece of shit that just shoved Oreos and Twinkies down my throat all day. And I think, and then again, people get offended by this, but I really don't care. I think that every fat person in the world should get diabetes because basically you go to the doctor, type 2, not type 1, that's fucked up. Type 1 really sucks. It's like you can fucking needles and like you can't eat anything. And but type 2 is you go to the doctor and they're like, hey man, like, you know, your blood sugar levels, they're kind of high. They're kind of big, but it's okay. It's okay, you know, we caught it. All you have to do is, you know, eat healthy and exercise. Holy shit. Like, it's like either you do this or your foot's going to fall off. But, like, yo, you're going to end up looking pretty slim. So I lost over 100 pounds on that. I used to be 300. Yes, thank you. Little tidbit about you guys that I agree. And now I love it because I see this whole like, oh my God, everyone loves everybody. The fat and the bodies are great, and they are. I don't care, but I don't like people that don't like they don't think that they are. Like if you're fat, own it. You know, go to the buffet, fucking eat that shit. Cause I'm jealous. Cause I used to go to Chipotle and eat 2 fucking burritos, and that shit was fucking delicious. It was even better coming out of my ass, cause then it would tickle my fucking anus gland, and I was like, ooh. But I was young still, so I don't know what the fuck that meant. Now I know. Now I know. And now people coming out and they're like, oh my God, but like, no, exercise is hard, and like and I don't eat anything, and I just gain a lot of weight. Like that is fucking bullshit. If you don't eat anything, it is absolutely impossible for you to gain weight. You know how I know this? Because if someone actually did that, we would have figured this out. Back in Germany, when everyone was looking next to each other in the fucking Holocaust, and there's that one motherfucker that's like, I don't eat, and I'm just fucking huge. No. That motherfucker was eating rats, mice, and dead people. So he was just like in the corner like, oh, that's fine. Oh, no, too soon. I'll wait 6 million more years for that. Thank you. 6 million more. Cool. So I'm gonna leave you guys with one more thing. I like to go on Google sometimes and validate myself. It's something that I really enjoy to do because it makes me feel good, you know. So what I went online, and you know how in Greece and in Rome, there are all those statues of people with the little itty bitty penises? Yeah, you know, yeah, girls want my jizz, but I got the itty bitty dick. It's because every time you disagree with me, I fucking love it. You're great. But it's true. So they have these small little dicks. And what I've learned is that back in those days, having a small penis meant that you're smarter. So like there was an actual like correlation between like penis size to like how like your brain capacity. So I'm a fucking genius. All right, thank you guys. You've been great.
Good fucking timing there on my behalf. So I just joined the union, the Lollipop Guild. Come on, let's get some energy in here. It's cold in here. Yeah, let's make some noise. So, I used to work at a gay bar, but I had to leave. The job was too anal. By the way, that was the Lollipop Guild union. It's all Wizard of Oz unions in the gay bars. Okay, enough of that. So, the other day, actually a while ago, but okay. A while ago, I was in this girl's house, and I went to take a shower, and she didn't have any male shampoo. She just had, like, feminine shampoo. Sam knows what I'm talking about. All right, Sam's not liking the bashing here. I'll stop. Well, okay, so she had female shampoo. I'd love to pick on some of the females in it. All right, the ones in front of me. What kind of shampoo do you use?
Herbal essence.
Perfect. So I was cleaning myself with herbal essence. It was actually. The good news is my nut hair has no more split ends. And plenty of bounce. So remember, the next time you smell a pretty girl's hair, that's what my balls smell like. All right, so let's give it up for your next comic, Malorie.
Thank you, Pepino. Oh, awesome, guys. Yeah, we're doing it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Yeah, guys, so much space. We all freezing. I'm freezing. How are we doing? Good, cool. Gonna heat this shit up, right now. Yeah. Guys, let's see. Today was a really good day for me. I didn't check my ex's social media. Thank you. Before noon. So it's like a new record. It's like winning at life. Feels really good. What's happening in my life, guys? I was looking in the mirror today. I was looking at my face. I was dwelling on my acne. I was like, damn, my acne makes me look so young. Oh my God, I look so good. Oh my God, like all I need is like braces and a backpack, guys. Like I'm a teenager for life. Oh my God. Like, who needs Botox when you got acne? Am I right, guys? It's like all you do is like, you know, it's free. It's free. Right? Feeling good, yo? I did the show once and this guy was like, oh my God, she's like doing that with the microphone. She's so savage. Oh my God. I was like, yeah, I'm just looking good, yo. Guys, what's happening in my life? You guys got parents? Cool. Yeah, me too. All right, yeah, me too. I come to realize, guys, the only thing worse than unsupportive parents are supportive parents. Yeah, I called my mom the other day. I'm like, hey, Mom, I didn't get the acting job again. She's like, what? Malorie, you were the most talented person I know. I watch Netflix, I watch commercials, I watch TV. You're still the most talented person I've ever seen. What's the number for your agency? I want to call them up. They're obviously not doing their job. Because if they're doing their job, you'd have a job. You'd have jobs, plural. It's like, no, Mom, I'm not going to give you my agency's phone number. She's like, Malorie Marie Bryant. I'm like, shit. Fuck. I'm an adult. 212. Right? Like, some people have fans, followers, or stalkers, and like, I got my mom. It's cool. Like, she feels like I deserve an EGOT. I'm like, Mom, I sing okay. I dance okay. I do this thing okay. Very okay. I call myself a recovering feminist, which basically just means I'm trying to get good at blowjobs. Like, looking that shit up online, like how to do it better, telling myself affirmations. I love being down here. I love this so much. It's my favorite flavor. Oh my gosh. Great. It's good. It's so good. I think it's interesting, guys, on social media nowadays, like everybody, do you guys see this? Like, everybody thinks they're a life coach. You know, like they're always like posting like inspirational quotes and like must watch this TED Talk. You're just like, yeah, but what about your life? I read this quote the other day and it said, do something today to remind this city who you are. It's like, wow, that's really stressful. Oh my God, like all I could think to do was like walk outside of my house and like take a shit. Like, this is my city, this is my territory, remember me. Oh. Yeah, guys, I went to college to be an actress. I became a waitress. Yeah, it's fine. But the good news is I actually got to serve Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg grabbed my ass crack. Yeah, not the cheek, not the meat, but the crack. And I was like, wow, that is style. That's a choice. That's how he does it. Oh my God, take note, dudes. Oh my God. His bodyguard came up to me and he's like, I can tell that Snoop Dogg really likes you. Can I get your number for Snoop? Now, if this was any other 45-year-old man sending his friend to get my phone number, I'd be like, no. But you guys, this is Snoop Diggity Dogg, so I'm like, 7, 1, 8. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh God. So the next day Snoop Dogg texts me, and this is how Snoop Dogg texts. Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg. Where yo, boo? Where you be? Where you at? What you doing tonight? I was like, oh my God. That was so cool. It was so cool. I had never felt so white in my entire life. Like, he just sucked the soul right out of me. And so I responded like this, guys. I was like, okie dokie, that's okay. See you tonight, pal. Sounds swell. It didn't work out between us, guys. Unfortunate. So I think a lot of people think, you know, dating in New York is hard. And I was always one to agree. The last 2 dudes I dated, both wouldn't let me call them boyfriend. Yeah, right. But now I get to call both of them ex-boyfriend. So who's winning? This bitch. Right. Yes, yeah. I think it's interesting, guys, like I feel like dating, you got to approach it with a new viewpoint. And I feel like on a scale of high to low standards, You keep them low. Are they breathing? Are they a person? Are they breathing? Come on with me. Come on with me. I met this dude the other night, and he didn't have a car. He didn't have a job. He didn't have a phone. He didn't have a home. And I was like, no, baby, this is cool. I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here. I'm going to get a makeout session. Also going to help a homeless dude off the streets. Right? And that's some good karma, okay? Stay woke, everybody. Yeah, guys. I got a letter from my ex-boyfriend the other day, and it said, Dear Malorie, I got a girlfriend now. So I'd really appreciate if you take those pictures of us off your Facebook. I was like, okay, number one, it's my Facebook. I do what I want. Number two, you broke up with me because you said that I was controlling. But you're clearly dating a girl just as controlling as me. You'll know not as I need to write that email. Sorry, dear. All the controlling girlfriends in the house, raise your man's hand. Yeah, right? We're not controlling, we're just inspirational / motivational. Oh my God, we just don't want you to suck at life. Oh my God. Oh, guys, I've been doing the whole like online dating thing. And I think it's really interesting. I don't get dick pics. I get achievement photos. And it's just some dude being like, hey, Mal, look at me and my PhD. Hey, Mal, look at me feeding these children in Africa. Hey, Mal, look at me jumping out of a plane. I'm like, all right, jump out of a plane, pop your dick out. Feed those children in Africa, pop it out. I want to see what it looks like. You and your PhD. Pretty hard dick. That's what that shit stands for. Yeah, if you don't get dick pics, it's dick discrimination. You know? It's true. I don't know, guys. I was talking to this tween the other day. I was like, oh, hey, are you on Facebook? Do you want to be friends? She was like, no offense, but Facebook's for old people. I was like, bitch, don't you see my acne? Oh, my God, I am so young. Oh, guys, I was meditating the other day, and I had this moment of enlightenment. So now I'm done meditating. I realized that when you do something sober that you would normally do drunk, there's so many more repercussions when you're sober. All right, think about it. The other night I was like in a rush, and I was like going from the gym that I work at to a show. And I was like, no, wait. Take care of the genitals. Right? Now, women, we know this. That means take a pee before you leave, even though you were in a rush. So, like, I squat down to pee, and then all of a sudden, water shoots right back up at my thighs. I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, my God, like, what type of a toilet is this? Oh, my God. Turn around, guys, and the toilet lid was down. Yeah. I just peed on me. All right? Now, if I was drunk, this would be no problem. I'd be like, hey, let's pee all over. Woo! But no, guys, I'm sober in my place of business. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm unrolling the toilet paper. I'm cleaning the floor. I'm cleaning the toilet. I'm cleaning myself, the floor, the toilet myself. I'm like, please, God, evaporation. Please. Yeah, it's not one of my proudest moments, guys. It's just like a moment. Yeah, Pepino, did you like me? I think you didn't like me. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you guys on this. I actually have been dating. I went through a really challenging breakup in 2016, but 2017's been really amazing. I started dating this new guy. Got the best compliment of my life. He licked my asshole. Thank you. And he said he liked it. He said he liked it so much that he forgot Trump was president. Thank you guys so very much. My name is Malorie Bryant. Give it up for Pepino. Yeah, guys.
That must be some asshole, huh? God damn. All right, so let's give it up for your next comedian, Gene Morgan.
Thanks, guys. That's really nice of you. So, a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Iowa, Council Bluffs, Iowa. And a lot of people don't know this, but people from Iowa hate people from Nebraska. And people from Nebraska just loathe people from Iowa. Like, it's a weird contradiction we have, weird fight we're going on. Like, I was in Nebraska once, and this guy, he was looking at me, he goes, "You're from Iowa, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You know what Iowa really stands for? Idiots out wandering around." I was like, "Oh yeah, you know what Nebraska stands for? Nobody eats better. Raska, fuck it, your state's too long, man. I don't know. How am I supposed to make fun of that?" Real redneck town Council Bluffs is, and you know, in 2003, during the lead up to the Iraq War, there was this popular bumper sticker in my town that read, "Nuke their ass and take their gas." Oh, it was horribly, horribly racist. And y'all, it was really embarrassing because we used the wrong there. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, fuck, man, we're gonna be raised at least be grammatically correct. I've had a lot of dreams in my life, a lot of professions I wanted to pursue. Like, the first dream I remember having is that I wanted to be a cowboy. I wanted to ride off on the frontier with my 6-shooters and hunt outlaws. And then I got older. I wanted to serve and protect my community, so I thought a noble way to do that would be a police officer. You know, I wanted to serve my community in that way. And I got a little older. I wanted to see the world and have adventure, so I wanted to join the Navy. I thought that would be a real true passion of mine. Now I'm 24, and I'm looking back at all my dreams. Y'all, I think I just wanted to join the Village People. Like, I feel like that was what it was leading up to for me. I don't know, man. I've been living in New York City for a year now, and I love it in this city. And I'll never forget my first day in this city. I did the open mic at the Grizzly Pear at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And, you know, I was so emotional. As soon as I signed up, I started crying. Like, tears were literally just streaming down my face. Never happened before or since. And because I was living my dream in New York City, do stand-up, you know? And I went outside, and I just was crying, and I ran to Washington Square Park, sat on a bench, sobbing, just could not stop the crying. And in that moment, I knew for a fact I was in New York City because not one person came up to me and asked if I was okay. I just walked right on by. Homeless guy, did walk on by, looked at me and went, "Get it together, pal." "You're in the jungle now, baby. Welcome to the suck." He might have been in Vietnam, I'm not sure. As I've said, I've lived in New York City for about a year, and I love it here. But, you know, you got to make some sacrifices for your dreams. And one of the sacrifices I've had to make is I don't have a bed right now. That's it's sad but true. You know, I don't have a bed. You know, you make sacrifices. But at this point in my life, like, I'm not really looking for a freak in the sheets. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely looking for a whore on the floor like that. That's where the budget is for me. I was talking to a friend of mine. He's like, "Ugh, my back hurts. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed." I was like, "Man, I'd rather wake up on the wrong side of the bed than the good side of the ground any day of the week." Like that. That is universal. So my favorite movie of all time, is Men in Black. I've seen that movie about 1,000 times. I've loved it every single time I've seen it. But I watched it the other day. Something threw me off about it. You know, Will Smith, very beginning, he's a cop for the NYPD, and he's chasing down an alien, right? And he catches the alien, and he goes, "I'm with the NYPD. That stands for knock your punk ass down." And I'm sitting at home going, is Will Smith aware that knock starts with a K? Or is that just me? Like, anyone just like, we gotta tell Will Smith this doesn't work. He's like, I'm not telling him that. I don't know. I like dogs. I think I like dogs more than anything, more than cats for sure. And I was hanging out with a buddy of mine. We're down in Williamsburg, and you know, I was looking at the dogs. People were playing fetch, and I told her, I was like, you know, I'm 24 years old, living on my own. I think I want to get a dog. You know, I think it's time. She just looked at me and she goes, "You should probably work on getting a bed first." Like, I feel like that definitely needs to be in the wheelhouse for you. So the other day, I was walking across the Williamsburg Bridge, and I was about to do an open mic, and I got halfway across the bridge, and I got hit with the worst diarrhea I've ever been hit with ever in my life. Like, it was so bad, I considered shitting on the bridge. I looked around and was like, anyone here? Oh, fuck these people. Okay. I just booked it to Brooklyn. I'm just running as fast as I can, and I get to Williamsburg, and I spot like what I think is a lifeline. I see Trader Joe's, and I'm like, thank you. Run to the Trader Joe's, and I see the first guy working there. I'm like, where's your bathroom? And he goes, it's downstairs, but you need to buy something to get the bathroom code. And I'm like, man, I'll shit on aisle 7 and call a fecal supplement. What? What is this? What are you doing to me? This guy would not break. He wouldn't give me the code. This is the guy you want in your life, by the way, I feel like. So I had to guess the code. I didn't know, but I had to guess the code, and I got it right the first time. For those of you curious, the Trader Joe's bathroom code is 1234. So there, you guys have it. You're welcome. Did my business, cleaned up, thought that was it. Wrong, totally wrong. Y'all, I clogged the toilet. I did, it was so massive. It's just everything, water spouting out. I was so scared. And so I panicked. I ran out of the bathroom. Hope nobody saw. I got stopped as soon as I got out the entrance. They're like, hey, sir, you clogged the bathroom. I'm like, oh, I didn't clog the bathroom. I never even had the bathroom code. And I just walked out. Walked out. Never to be seen from again. Oh, man. So, I don't know. As I said, I'm originally from Iowa. And a lot of people, when they hear that, they think, Iowa, you guys are a bunch of hicks. Or Iowa, you guys are a bunch of rednecks. Or the word I really hate the most is Iowa, you guys are a bunch of hillbillies. Y'all, I hate that word hillbilly. Because I grew up next to a river, see? I was a riverbilly, all right? There's a difference if there ever is one. This guy. I loved making my mom angry growing up. That was like such a passion of mine. Like, it was so easy. She had such a short fuse, I could just be like, I don't want to go to college. And she'd be like, duh, she'd just lose her mind. And then, so one day she picked me up from high school because I'm cool, And we're in the car and I'm like, oh, I'm about to set her off now, And I'm just like, hey, Mom, I don't ever want to have children. She just went, good, Gene, I don't want you to ever have children. She judoed me, you know what I mean? Like, she used my aggression against me, like, ah. Oh. I was so hurt. I was like, Mom, why don't you want me to have children? She just went, I don't know, Gene. I mean, I know you. I've raised you. You couldn't keep your lizard alive for more than a week. Like, I think you'd be a terrible father. At the end of that car ride, I'm like, my mom's making a lot of good points here, actually. I don't think I want to have children either. Growing up in my family, a huge thing to have was a game night. That was always a big deal we would have in my family. And, one night my parents were playing Monopoly, and my mom and dad were really fighting, really going at it. Who puts hotels on Baltic Avenue and flipping over the board? It's a dick move, by the way. So a month after game night, my parents got a divorce. That was the end of game night. And my parents' marriage, but I was 12 at the time, so more importantly, game night, So I was talking to my mom, I'm like, Mom, did you get a divorce because of game night? She went, Gene, relax. We didn't get a divorce because of game night. We got a divorce because we hate you and your sister, all right? It's all your guys' fault. The story has a happy ending, though. About 2 years after that, my parents got back together. Still together to this day. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, they got back together about a week after my sister and I moved out of the house. So, really, it really was our fault. I can say that. I have a younger sister. She's really cool, man. I love her. We get along really great. And she just came home from Wyoming. She spent a couple months living in Wyoming working on a ranch up there, and she was, roping cattle and, working on, horses and hunting game, So right now she thinks she's real tough, real badass. But between the two of us, I'm the tough one because she never got kicked in the face on the J train by a Showtime dancer, all right? Never happened to her once in her life. After that Showtime dancer, he kicked me in the face. He was really apologetic. He's like, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. You cool? All right. Can I get like $5, man? Is that cool, man? Is that cool? Nah? All right. It was a good kick, though. It's a good kick. How much time, Pepino?
1 minute.
1 minute? All right. Bye, guys.
So after this milestone, are you going to go in the bathroom and cry? Yeah.
That's we're gonna use last names now. How do I look on this green? Oh wow, no one told me there would be a green screen. You know, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. It's just like, just edit me out of this thing. How you guys doing? Did you have a good New Year? Anybody? I did the same thing I always do. Stay home and smoke crack while my girlfriend's at work. Yeah, that's good. I call her around 2. Get home. Get home, bitch. Get home. Bobos, yeah. Jorge Vega. Let's hear it for Jorge Vega. Yeah. Close talker, comedy stalker. Unbelievable guy. Yeah, he'll follow you around. Don't give him your Facebook info. Oh my God, I did that like a year ago. Haven't been able to shake him since. He does know some good crack dealers though, so you know what I mean? You guys ever smoke crack? Nobody? Nobody? It's Bobanuary, Crackuary. I'm trying to do it every day for January. Either that or grow a mustache. I don't know. How you doing? Crack is it's a great drug. If you haven't done it, I know that there's did you know? First of all, it makes you invisible. It's unbelievable. I don't know if you knew that. She was talking about meth. It's like meth is a great drug too. Oh my God, let's hear it for meth. Let's not discount how good methamphetamines are. Delicious. Oh my God. It's such a great drug. It makes you so fucking horny. That's the thing. It makes you incredibly horny. On the other hand, it also makes you completely unfuckable. So it's kind of a trade-off. Kind of a trade-off. You know, I think the zombie apocalypse is going to start in San Francisco, and it's just going to be a bunch of gay guys on meth with like the VR goggles and boners just walking around. I forgot to open with a rape joke. That's what I usually do. That's what Jeff Lawrence taught me when I Laughing Buddha. You know, start with the rape joke, end with the gape joke, and then you know whatever comes in between is all right. That's like comedy. Come for the rape joke, stay for the actual rape. That should be the slogan, right? Oh God. It used to be you could get away with it if you had a TV credit, but those days are. It's not just the open micers getting busted now, guys. Yeah, they say that. Well, they say that all men are rapists, okay, but which may be true, may or not be true. I still haven't found the right victim yet, so I'm holding out. If I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna. Well, anyway, I don't think I'd be a very good rapist. I really don't, because I like it when the woman's on top. So how's that gonna work? What am I going to do? I'm going to go to the park, work up a boner, and just lay on the ground and be like, yo, bitch! Sit on my dick! Sit up, bitch! Fuck. Fuck. Hey, sit up! Reverse cowgirl! Reverse cowgirl! Fuck! Shit. Thank you. No, I'm against it. Like, I'm against rape, okay? Except in cases of incest and where the mother might be harmed. No, wait, that's abortion. Sorry. I'm sorry. I get them mixed up sometimes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad you like this. My TV debut. Thank you. I didn't mean to. I'm Jewish. I can do that. Sorry. I may be Jewish, but I can no longer support Israel. Because that motherfucker sold me some bad coke last night, and I'm never buying coke from a Mexican guy again. Until there's reparations, I'm only buying drugs in black neighborhoods. Thank you, even at the risk of being racially profiled. So it's courage. Courage. How about that president? Wow, he's a good guy. I used to, a lot of people are vitriolic about Donald Trump. There's a lot of hatred. Like my brother called me up the other day and he's like, I hope he fucking dies. And I'm like, nay on the own fate, you know what I mean? Anyone speak Pig Latin? Oh, God. Fuck. I used to be kind of, I used to be leaning towards impeachment. I was really for impeachment, and then I kind of came around, and now I'm leaning towards assassination. How about that? Because you know what? If Donald Trump, let me say this, okay? In all seriousness, if Donald Trump died in his sleep tonight, my heart would go out to the cast of Saturday Night Live. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, God. But then we would have an amazing thing. If Donald Trump died, we would have something that I never thought we would see in our lifetimes. And that is our first albino president. You know? I always thought we'd get a Jew or a woman first, but hey, I'll take an albino. But, you know, that's a risky proposition being an albino. That's why, you know, that's why Mike Pence left that football game. You know what I mean? It's not because someone was taking a knee. It's because he can't be out in the sun. Powder. That's one of the dangers of being able. The other one, I think that if Pence was president, that either he would burn up in the sun. That's one option. And the other one is that the other risk is that an African witch doctor will come and cut off his hands and genitals and make them into a virility tea. And then all of a sudden, Paul Ryan's president. How about that? Thank you. You'd have to, wow, Paul Ryan president, that's good. And then you get rid of him. What do you got? You got fucking Orrin Hatch. You know the line of succession? The line of succession is so bad that you'd have to get all the way to the postmaster general for there to be somebody that's palatable. So, you know what I mean? So you got Orrin Hatch, and then it's like fucking Defense Secretary Mattis, and then Tillerson, and then on and on and on. Zinke, Perdue. Ben Carson's in there somewhere. He dies. You know, you got Betsy DeVos. Betsy DeVos is president. You know, now I see why they invented bump stocks. You know what I mean? Because you'd have to reload during that cabinet, right? Can't get them all in one shot. Remember bump stocks? It's a big thing in Vegas. That's how that guy killed so many people. You know what I mean? If it weren't for them, he would only been able to kill like 3/4 that many. You know what I mean? So let's make the world a safer place. Let's just take a moment and smell my own fart here. You know what I mean? Come on, this will all be edited out. You're not even going to be able to see my body. I was going to come out, my idea was to come out hanging brain and see if anyone noticed. You ever do that? That's a ballsy way to do comedy. Just take out your testicles. And I bet, you know, we used to do that to my neighbors. You know, go over for a cup of sugar, me and my buddy with their balls hanging out, and just see what, and then when they do notice, oh my God, that look, it's priceless. They think you're melting. That's what it looks like. I have great, I don't send dick pics. Because I send ball pics. Because so I got my S2BR is unbelievable sack to ball ratio. Unbelievable. If I really like them, I'll just bend over, do the whole trifecta, you know. You send me your tits, I'm going to show you my asshole. I got nothing else. When it works, you know. She was from Catherine. Remember Catherine? Remember when you guys were laughing? Catherine. She was from San Francisco. Anyone ever been? I spent a lot of time out there. Anybody? Nobody? It's a great town. It's the kind of town where you can be like a wet-brained alcoholic, okay? And they can just throw you out of the treatment center van and you just like land on the table like, and then there's some dude and he wakes up and he's got like a Whopper for a pillow, okay? And a pit bull for a blanket. And he'll go, you want to smoke a bowl? And then but then nobody's got a light. I'm like, I don't have a light. But then thank God, there's some tweaked out bitch. And she's just like fucking taking a shit on the doorstep of a newly restored Victorian mansion. And she's like, I got a light. And there's a Filipino guy with a stick, and he's just boom, 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 playing home run derby on the parking meter, while there's like, getting out of breath just thinking about it, 3 shoeless twirlers. You know what twirlers are? They got no shoes on, and there's glass all over the floor. Needles, a sea of needles. They're just dancing because they're into the music, you know. It's 2 white guys with dreads and a fat black bulldog, and they're playing No Woman, No Cry on an accordion, a banjo, and a rape whistle. Yeah. I'm just in line for the fisting booth, you know what I mean? Just taking it all in, you know what I mean? But it's for charity, guys. All the money goes to the free needle exchange. Thank you. Thank you. Applause break. Let's have that applause break that I've been craving. I did the kind of coke last night that you wake up with the next day. It's the worst. That's the kind, you know what I mean? Kind that just makes you sweat, that you share with your friends. Holy shit. I stink too. Dude, did you smell me when I was sitting there? Oh my God. I can't take my own smell. My girlfriend, I was talking about my girlfriend, some of you might have met her. I feel like, I mean, you know, I'm an old man, like, and she's like 10 years younger than me, but I feel like a woman at that age in their mid-30s, they're a ticking time bomb, you know what I mean? Because she wants to get married, she wants to have a kid, and she wants to do it soon. Because women, what's the danger? You know what I mean? The later you are, there's a risk of birth defects, right? And she doesn't want to have a retarded kid. And I do, so it'll take a lot of the pressure off parenting, you know what I mean? Anyone ever have brothers? Like, I had 2 older brothers. They were miserable sons of bitches, dude. But if they had Down syndrome, I'd probably love them. Yeah. You know who's not going to college? My retarded son, my hypothetical retarded son, not going to college. Don't have to save up for that. Do not have to do that. Oh God! And he can actually go get a job. I'll tell you what. You know, I'm marginally employed, believe it or not. And like, I went into Trader Joe's the other day for a job interview, and there was a girl there. There was an Asian girl with Down syndrome, and I'm like, that's it, because I knew she'd get the job. You know what I mean? She doesn't read the manual. Like, I'm going to be asking for a smoke. Hey, there's a union-mandated smoke break if we do it in the atrium every 45 minutes, you know? Yep. They gave her a broom. She would just sweep back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. She actually cried when they took the broom away from her. How can I compete with that? Let's just have a moment of silence, and I'll read a few names of some people who died in 9/11. Instead of a last joke, let's just have a moment of silence, because we're in Manhattan. So let's just have a moment of silence, and I'll read the names of some people who died in 9/11. Mohammed Atta, Khalid Al-Mandur, Hanji Hanjur. Thank you. I have to be done.
Nah, y'all heard me enough. I talk a lot. I got big lips. Yeah, my lips is huge, man. Like you notice something about yourself and you didn't notice before, but people knew. When you didn't realize it was true. I didn't know I was. Finding out that your lip is big at a late age and stage in your life, it's kind of fucked up. And I only found out because I was holding a baby, and when you hold babies give you that reaction. And when you get a double take, you know something's new. That child gave me like, what the fuck? And my lip gonna end up like yours type of look. I'm like, no, it's not. To reassure it, I just got big lips. I think my lips so big, Mick Jagger like, damn, your lips big. For those of you who don't know who's Mick Jagger, he's just a white guy with big lips. I don't know, man, like, my son even looked at me a lot of time like, are you my dad? Brother, yeah. Dad, I don't know. I don't like that little bastard. I could say that because I had him out of wedlock. I don't know where I was going with that, though. I never know what I'm going with anything. I'm 30 years old. I live with my damn moms, which is cool because I save a lot. Switching to broke. The only thing I don't like about living with my mom is that anytime I'm trying to have sex, she like to scream out God and Jesus before. It's good to hear it during and after sex, like, oh God, that was good. Now, oh God, praise the Lord. The only thing I don't like about it is that, you know, the ladies, they would like trying to join in, like it's a hymn. Like it's like, oh, let's join in. Like, it's my favorite hymn, bitch. You didn't come here for that. You came to suck dick. I need to stop getting high. Oh, okay. Too old for that. Not really. I'm just my lungs getting weak. That's what it is. You know when your lungs get weak and shit, like you know, like I gotta stop. I gotta live a better life. The only thing I'm trying to do right now, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to learn how to run up the stairs without acting like I'm about to die and shit. That's what I'm trying to say. That'd be my time, Mono Julian. Thanks for hearing me out.
Hi, guys. Hi, my name is Josh Wells, and this is my drunk story. I snorted vodka up my nose. I was 21 years old. I was hanging out at a bar with a bunch of friends, and when I went to the bathroom, unbeknownst to me, my friends were conspiring to trick me into snorting vodka up my nose. And what they decided was they had this magazine, Maxim magazine, and it had a list of like the 10 craziest shots. And one of them was called the Chili Willy. And what you did was you put the shot glass upside down and you put a little bit of vodka on the top part, but like it's really the bottom of the shot glass. And then someone is supposed to snort the vodka up their nose with one of those little straws. So when they're all conspiring, whatever, talking it out. So I come out of the bathroom, and my friend Lucas is like, "Listen, man, we're gonna buy you a shot." A free shot, but we have to choose what it is. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm 21, like I'll drink anything. And so they bust the Maxim magazine article out on me. They point at Chili Willy. I read it, and to my horror, I'm like, fuck. And like I'm surrounded by my friends. I'm 21. Peer pressure is a real thing. So I did it, guys. I snorted vodka up my nose. If you're wondering what it feels like, it kind of gets you drunk quicker, and it fucking burns. So yeah, thank you.
I'm a lightweight, so I don't usually get drunk. It happens on rare occasions. So one time I was at Broadway Comedy Club, and I bombed, right? But after, there's this bar that's right next to Broadway Comedy Club. It's like right around, like right there. Right? There were these two ladies from Australia, right? And right, so they were drinking, they were having a good time, and they were asking me and my friend, what do we do? And we were like, yeah, we're comedians and stuff. And they were like so impressed. They were like, oh, crikey, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right. So anyways, they had to leave like that weekend, right? So we didn't hook up, we didn't do anything. We just spent that night in the bar like a few hours together, and that was it. Exchanged numbers, and they flew out that weekend. Then she kept hitting me up when she was in Australia, right? So I made plans to go over there. I was unemployed at the time, too. That was crazy. So I went to Australia and shit to visit this girl to get some pussy. Right? So I get there the first day. I drop off my bags at her house, and then we talked about going to a movie. So I went to the movie theater in Australia. Things are real different down there. Like the movies that's here, that's like an hour and a half long. Down there, it's like 2 hours long, and I'm like, Anyways, I sit down in this movie, and they serve you alcohol in the movie theater there in Australia. So I had wine because I know I'm a lightweight. Like I'm like wine, I could handle that. But the wine down there is super strong, right? So I had 2 glasses. I'm like, whatever. I feel a little buzzed, but whatever. And then I downed the second one. Oh man. That night, when I got back to her house, I was just in the restroom. I was puking, and then she heard me. I was trying to be quiet. I was like, but she was like, "Is everything okay?" Is everything okay in there? I'm like, "Yeah." I'm running the water. I'm trying to like make noise. It was horrible. So, anyways, I brushed my teeth. I went back out there, but I didn't get any pussy from this girl. I flew all the way to Australia for it. That's my drunk story. I know. And I'm a good-looking guy. I'm pretty hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm high up there on the market. I'll give myself a 10 and a half. Didn't get any pussy when I was in Australia, man. I bombed here in New York, and I bombed in Australia, too. And that's my time.
Good to be here tonight. Got a big dream. I'm celebrating 2 years sober tomorrow, folks. 2 years. No. I'm still on drugs. You can't quit everything at once. That would be nuts. You know you have a drinking problem when you take your kids to the Meadowlands, to Disney on Ice, and realize you're the only one tailgating in a parking lot. That is, I wish that was a joke. That's what I wish that was. But I do have kids. I have kids. They're out in the car right now. They're outdoor kids. My son's school called me the other day, told me they think my son has a learning disability. They want him to take a test. The test costs $14,000 and isn't covered by my insurance. I'm like, $14,000? You must think we're both idiots, all right? Because for $14,000, I'll get new kids. That's right. He's 18. He's in the 10th grade, folks. Feel my pain. And if I talk to him about it, he goes, Dad, why are you making fun of me? There's people older than me in school. I said, they're teachers, idiot, all right? They're paid to be there. You're a moron. Like your mother. The only reason they keep him in school is when the bus driver calls in sick. He drives all the kids. And by the time he graduates, he'll have tenure at this point. So, but I try to be a good father. I hook him up for his GED training, test, job training, job placement. First day, he doesn't show. They call me up, Mr. Carucci, your son didn't show. I get him when he comes home. He goes, I didn't want to go, Dad. I want to keep my options open. I said, options like what? He goes, I'm thinking of joining the military. I said, you couldn't get an ISIS right now, you idiot, all right? But I'm getting older, just turned 53. I realized, right, 53. I realized at this point in my life, I don't care about anything but cake. Anybody else there? Like, I don't care who wins the election. I don't care about anything. I just want cake. My 33rd high school reunion's coming up next week, and I can't wait. I was homeschooled, so it'll be good to see Mom again. Always wondered what happened to her, but I'm much closer to my brother. I was best man at his wedding. He married a trophy wife. Unfortunately, she was last place, but somebody's got to be, right? Told her she was eye candy. I'm like, lazy eye candy, maybe, but now I'm trying to be healthy. Everyone's trying to be healthy nowadays, trying to be healthy. I'm not much of a gym person. Somebody told me I should take up hunting. I took up hunting. Last week, I shot my first elk. You should have saw the rest of the lodge members run. Holy shit. Who knew old people can move that fast? No, I did what everyone that really doesn't want to get in shape did. I joined Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness. That's right. I'm eye candy in that joint, okay? They got me with Pizza Tuesday. That's how they got me. I walked in, there was pizza everywhere. I said, is it somebody's birthday? They said, no, it's Pizza Tuesday. So that's when I go now on Tuesdays, and its place is great. They have buckets of Tootsie Rolls when you leave. One chocolate, one grape on the way out. I've been there since January. I gained 35 pounds, folks. So thank you. That's my time.